Hey, if you're an active person on Twitter, you might be familiar with our next guest. He's the most followed journalist by members of Congress. Fox News senior Capitol Hill producer Chad Pergram. So, most followed, all right. Making an appearance on Varney & Company, first time ever. People ask me, how do I know what's going on in D.C.? I say two words, Chad Pergram. You should be proud of yourself, but you never stop working, do you?
Well, it's been a long couple of days here on Capitol Hill, and we're probably going to have some long days and nights as they try to finish this health care bill in the Senate, if they can, in fact, pass something by the week's end.
Yeah, okay. Now, lay out the procedure on health care reform and the debate that's going on today, because it's very complex. Just
it is.
Simplify it for us, will you?
Right. We're going to have a vote here in just a few moments on adding to this bill what's called the Hyde Amendment. It's named after the late Illinois Congressman Henry Hyde. It bars the use of federal money for abortion services. Here's the problem. Republicans in the Senate are considering this bill under a special set of budget rules which bypass filibusters. The downside of that is you can't put policy on the bill. The amendments have to be fiscal in nature. So this Hyde Amendment to bar money for abortion services falls outside the realm of that. Now, you can put that on if you get 60 votes, 6-0, to waive the budget rules and attach that. But, you know, yesterday they only got 50 votes just to start the bill. Vice President Pence broke the tie, and so getting to 60 is very unlikely. What we're going to have, though, here in just a couple of, probably in the next 20 or 30 minutes, though, is a vote on a straight Obamacare repeal. This is similar to the 2015 bill, and it will give them a 2-year window in order to put in a replacement package. That's something that a lot of people think will pass.
Okay, that it will pass. Say that
well,
again.
It's possible. It's possible. Some people think that that would pass because you have these conservative factions here on Capitol Hill who say, hey, the other bill doesn't go far enough. This is a full repeal of Obamacare. We said we would do that, so let's at least do that and make good on that. Okay.
What's this I hear about a skinny repeal? Get rid of the medical device tax, get rid of the employer mandate and the individual mandate. I'm told that that might get a lot of support.
Yeah, that's pretty much the way you described it. It's that narrow. It's that slim and svelte. The idea that they at least pass something. It's not a full Obamacare repeal. But if the Senate gets crossways in trying to pass, something that's more complex, the Republicans will say, all right, well, at least we've passed something. The House has passed a piece of legislation. The Senate has now passed a piece of legislation. They're in sync, and we can go to a conference committee where we try to merge the bills, or we can play what we call here on Capitol Hill ping pong, where they bounce the bill back and forth between the House and Senate chambers until they both agree on the same piece of legislation, and then send that to President Trump. So we're going to have, they have to finish this by the end of the week because they are limited, again, by these special budget rules to 20 hours of debate. And so that clock's going to run out probably Thursday night or Friday morning.
Okay. I hope you heard our good news moments ago. Steve Scalise is back home now in rehab. I believe you were the first person to report that shooting last month. Is that correct?
I was there pretty fast. The shooting happened just a couple of blocks from my house in Alexandria, Virginia, across the river. And, in fact, I had gone for a run past that ball field just a couple of days before. I know that ball field. I know the coffee shop there pretty well. And I was there pretty quick when the bad news broke.
Chad, you are everywhere. That's why you're on Varney & Company today. And don't be such a stranger, okay? This is not your
Happy to come by anytime.
If you're not careful, we'll say, come on back. Pergram, you're all right. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it.